Hey everybody, I've got a big announcement and I've written a statement that I'd like to share with you now. I first stepped on stage in the spring of 1995 in what became a long series of talent shows, assemblies, and one-off appearances around town. Then in 1998, EPD began a unique trajectory where these young kids planted our flag in an older scene and in some ways took it over entirely. By 2004, after nearly 100 shows, we changed our name to this day's end and began experimenting with different sounds. This period led to our greatest success creatively and our largest shows to date. In 2006, I released a singer-songwriter album and formed my punk band Dead Fucking Serious, both of which failed to live up to my expectations at the time. That same year, I began to vent my frustration through offensive comedy songs, which inexplicably led to a decades-long career as a rapper. The 2010s saw a career revival that seemed impossible at the time, as I began touring and recording with countless artists who inspired me along the way. Both DFS and Sammy Warmhands were flying high. But for most of my life, I put music above literally everything else: my friends, family, marriage, job, finances, and my own health. Everything was extremely black and white, all or nothing. In 2021, I released the book How to Ruin Your Life, The Daily Grind of a DIY Tour, and with it announced my retirement from touring. Since that decision, I've been immeasurably happier, focusing on various hobbies that bring me joy, and still writing some of the best music of my life. In recent years, I've made an effort to play around town in any capacity, from rapping to DFS to solo acoustic shows. And with the exception of DFS, I generally find that the amount of love that I put into preparing these shows is not reciprocated by the community. I remember an embarrassingly empty show way back on the Blood in the Water tour in 2014, when I said to my mom, I will never play this fucking town again. But, of course, I did. And as those bad shows became more and more frequent, I continued to try harder, mining my catalog for rare songs, memorizing brand new compositions, and posting my nightly rehearsals for weeks on end. I thought, I'm not just playing the same set you heard back in the day, I'm giving you a brand new show every single time. I can honestly say that no one has worked harder at this craft, and that work is evident in my discography. But at a certain point, that hard work is no longer enjoyable. What is still enjoyable is the songwriting process and the act of producing new music. DFS has a new album finished, and there's a Sammy Warmhands album coming next year. They will both be my best work in each genre, just like every other time. And that challenge is what gives me life. For the longest time, I've only performed and toured as a delivery vehicle for my albums. So now, I will embrace what I've arguably been all along: a recording artist. This approach works for artists like Aesop Rock, for example, because he already has a large enough following to buy his records when they come out. I realize the negative effect that this will have on my own reach, but quite frankly, I think that I'm already there. My final rap shows will be opening for Blueprint in Corvallis on August 26th, and also with Blueprint in Eugene on August 28th. I am tremendously grateful for all the wonderful memories on stage and backstage with my friends and musical heroes, and I hope that you'll all stick around for what comes next. Thank you.